As it says in the program, welcome. I'm always tempted to make that my entire speech. Some people would probably love that, but no, you have to listen because you don't have your degrees yet. And it's short. It's short. I'm always excited to kick off the academic year by welcoming back our seniors along with the graduate students in our programs in art history in the first couple of rows, followed by those fellows in our program in development economics. We take great pride that Williams is renowned for the quality of our undergraduates, but it's also widely recognized throughout the world that our alumni in art history contribute mightily to our unparalleled reputation in that field. While over the past 5 decades, alumni from the Center for Development Economics have made staggering contributions to emerging economies throughout the world. It's wonderful that this place that many say sets the standard for undergraduate excellence also has these 2 jewels of graduate programs that play a major role both in improving the standard of living for so many and at the same time in deepening our engagement with the visual arts. Now, what can I say to the members of the class of 2009 as you actively fan yourselves and enter the final year of your undergraduate journeys? It's a great class. You know, the myth out there is I say that all the time. If you actually listen carefully, I do not. This is really a great class. It's full of talented students who have performed brilliantly, both in and out of the classroom. I've had the joy of teaching a number of you and watching many more perform on our playing fields, act in our theaters, play in our music venues, display your work in our art studios, and on and on. When I welcomed the members of the class of 2012 right here 10 days ago, I told them if they were to achieve what you have done as members of the class of 2009, we would be very, very proud of them. But your undergraduate journey is far from complete, as you know. In fact, you still have a quarter of it to go. It doesn't seem like very much, but 1 out of 4 is still pretty much, it seems to me. I implore you to make the most of it. I'm always amazed and in truth, rather dismayed by how many seniors come up to me at the senior dinner dance and during senior week and tell me that by the time they finally figured out how to take full advantage of Williams College, it was too late. They were graduating. Now, a number of you in the class of 2009 told me that you set out goals for yourselves back in 2005. I wish you would now revisit that list. History suggests that you challenged yourself to stretch intellectually by delving into an academic area that you shied away from in high school, that you vowed to take at least 1 tutorial to get to know some faculty members on a personal level, to reach out to fellow students from different backgrounds from your own, to volunteer in local schools and agencies, to take advantage of all that the Purple Valley has to offer. Now, I bet that each of you in the class of 09 could check off a number of the items I just listed, but that none of you could check them all off. Now, here's my list very quickly for you to consider, and you can think about your list and my list. We all know that a number of peer institutions offer superb undergraduate educations, but we're pretty much alone in this country in terms of offering tutorials. This year we have 71 tutorials on the books. Something around 2/3 of you at graduation will have taken at least 1 tutorial during your 4 years at Williams. Don't be one of the missing third. Now, you might not be able to get into your first choice. I hear this all the time in terms of subject matter and professor, but if you're flexible enough, I bet you could find a tutorial that will provide many of the things that attracted you to Williams in the first place: the development of writing, speaking, and critical thinking skills through close work with your classmates and with a professor. Take a tutorial. We're famous for our accessibility of our faculty. Some 98% of the class of 2008, the class that just graduated, reported in the senior survey that they were very happy with the availability of faculty outside the classroom. Take advantage of it. I know many of you have, but some of you, I bet, have not. If you haven't yet invited a faculty member for coffee or to lunch or to dinner, what are you waiting for? We love our students. We on the faculty love our students, but some of us are pretty shy. Some of us are pretty dorky, okay? Not them. Here. Don't wait for us to call you. Call us. You'll be amazed by how responsive we are. Now, with the abundance of resources we have at the college, some of the very special treasures of this place, of this general area, might be overlooked. If you haven't spent a day at the Williams College Museum of Art or attended a Berkshire Symphony concert or a theater production, plan it now. And of course, we're blessed to be in close proximity to two of our nation's treasures, Mass MoCA and the Clark. Folks travel from literally all over the world to see those places you live next door. Finally, of course, there's the great beauty of the Purple Valley. Hike up Pine Cobble, run the trails of Stone Hill, visit Field Farm, play golf at Taconic, ski Jiminy. We're located in one of the most magnificent places in the world. Few of you will be so blessed when you leave us. Now, God willing, we'll be back in this hall on June 6th for the baccalaureate celebration the evening before graduation. When you sit here that day, my prayer for you is that may you be without regret, instead filled with satisfaction with what you've accomplished and great excitement about the world you will shortly enter. Now, I hope that all of you, undergrads and graduate students alike, are focused on your remaining time here at Williams. I'm realistic enough to understand that questions about your post-Williams years abound. Now, some of you know exactly what you're going to do. Raise your hand if you know exactly what you're going to do. Boy, that's sad for alumni relations and development, man. Come on, I know some of you are going to Morgan, you're going, yeah, I know, Goldman's, okay, whatever. Well, the rest of you might have some idea, but I'm sure that many of you, some of you at least, don't have a clue. That's okay. That's okay. The reason why a couple of years ago we decided to present our highest alumni honor, the Bicentennial Medal, at Convocation, instead of at a separate ceremony the way it had been for a long time, is to provide role models as you grapple with an uncertain future. Now, these are people who literally sat where you sit right now. Since 1993, on the occasion of the college's 200th anniversary, we have been awarding these medals to alumni who have distinguished themselves in a very wide variety of fields: medicine, law, government service, business, the arts, education, almost anything you can imagine getting yourselves into. So listen carefully as I tell you in a few minutes about each of them. Some of you will one day take your place on this stage as you're recognized for your extraordinary accomplishments. But as we reminded the class of 2008 at graduation, life need not be a competition where some are the big winners. They end up winning bicentennial medals while the others are left behind. Lifelong success covers so many dimensions: contributing to your local community, being a good friend, spouse, parent, or colleague, inspiring others to do the right thing. May your time at Williams help prepare you for a lifetime of fulfillment, of inspiration, and of service. It's a great privilege for those of us on the faculty and staff to assist you along your way. There's much work to be done over the coming academic year. Let's get to it. Thank you.